Y'all, this is real. This actually just happened. The big gift he got, he can't even take back into his own state because it is against the freaking law. Mr. I love the Second Amendment, but can't have a gun gifted to him because of his own freaking gun control. Oh, this is going to be amazing. As you guys are filtering in here, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on. We have got so much freedom to disperse, I almost can't contain myself, and I hope you guys enjoy every second. When you get in, make sure you let me know audio and video is good. 5x5 over here in the comments to make sure that we are ready and primed and rocking. It looks like you guys are getting notifications. That is excellent. 5x5, that's all I need. All right, guys, listen. I got to first change something over. Hold on. Bear with me while you guys get in here because I got to change that. So when we are dealing with what we deal with on a routine basis, you have a little thing with hypocrisy, which is a little awkward. There we go. Perfect. All right. So make sure you follow me at Braden LOA. If you guys are just now getting in here, we are about to have a party, but I want to share with you, as you're filtering in, something that I'm extremely proud of to give you an update. You remember how I told you the Second Press are a movement that we're forming in order to destroy the gun controlling left completely? Yeah, here's the little taste of the portfolio of which we've created for the last 2 weeks, which are all individual characters which are going to be used to deploy against the gun control, against leftists in general, and we are going to lay nothing bare. Check this out. Let me hear what you think in the comments. Link in the description. Let's get it.
Gentlemen, you're not here to follow, and you're here to lead, to shape the world with ideas that stick.
The Second Press has cracked the code on influence, using cutting-edge tech and bold new strategies to amplify our message by 46%.
Our content doesn't just grab attention, it owns it, forging a deeper connection with audiences and driving our message home with unmatched impact. We've proven it. Our approach is 46% more effective than anything else out there. Now, I'm inviting you to join our exclusive community membership.
Your investment fuels a content juggernaut designed to outshine, outlast, and overwhelm the competition.
Together, we'll make our message the dominant force in the culture, undeniable, unshakable, and unstoppable.
I'm inviting you to be a part of a movement that redefines the game. Join us. Let's make our voice the one that echoes loudest.
Ready to make your mark? Visit thesecondpress.co to join the community.
And guys, that is just a taste of some of the stuff that we are working on. I am amped. I am so privileged to be in the position we're in to completely destroy the left. All of those things are just the tip of the spear on the portfolio. But with that said, let's get into this. There's a link in the description. I would love to have you over there. Exclusive content. We are driving so towards freedom. And here's a good example of something that we're doing. So you guys remember this little bad boy right here? Remember this? There was a little bit of a shenanigan about this where Gavin Newsom went on Sean Ryan's podcast and it was all rainbows and teddy bears and everything's great. And here's a California compliant SiG. Remember that? Yeah. I'm just going to remind you, and then we're going to get into exactly what the issue is because this is comical upon comical. Watch this.
Last thing people would expect is that I respect this gift.
Ready for this?
This is an actual, I got to report this gift, man.
That is a California compliant Big Sour P365 macro.
This is too cool. The fact that you would give me this. You just want TSA to take this from me and not the airport. I'm on to you, man.
I got a buddy at SiG, and he was like, you got to get a SiG in his hands.
Make this up.
Jason.
Brother, this is fabulous. I'm not anti-gun at all.
Guys, oh brother, this is fabulous. I'm not anti-2A at all. Can I take this home? No, I can't. Why not? Because the gun control laws that I signed. But I am so 2A, it hurts. I mean, literally, if you cut my arm right now, you'll actually see bullets come out. I mean, genuinely. Just don't do it though. Because TSA, well, what's the point of TSA? You can't even get into freaking the airport to get through your freaking state because you're a freaking gun controlling psychopath. But other than that, it's fine. Guys, yeah. Okay, you've seen the reminder. Let's get into this. And by the way, I have a little bit of Easter egg at the end of this live stream, which I think you guys will truly enjoy. This one, I'm just going to run through this little segment that a assemblyman in California stated around what happened to Gavin and how he left his gun back in Tennessee where Sean Ryan films. Because for some reason, they just can't get it in the state. I don't know why. You guys are weird. All right, let's get into this here. So Gavin Newsom is prevented from accepting the gun gift. That's by Gavin Newsom. Assemblymember Carl DeMaio requests intervention of federal and state laws enforcement to help the governor to comply with his own draconian gun laws. Guys, I'm not making this stuff up. This person actually asked the DOJ to help Gavin navigate how to get the gun into his own state. Gavin didn't. The assemblyman did. All right, watch this. California State Assemblyman Carl DeMaio is offering to help Governor Gavin Newsom to avoid criminal prosecution by formally asking U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi and California Attorney General Rob Bonta to provide legal advice to the governor on how to fully comply with the convoluted and draconian gun laws that he has signed into effect. By the way, I have a sneaky little suspicion this is a Republican assemblyman. Quote, "It would be an absolute shame if Governor Gavin Newsom inadvertently had violated one of his own anti-gun laws, but the extraordinary hassle he now faces proves not only that he is a hypocrite, but that the draconian laws he imposed on regular Californians should be scrapped," DeMaio said. Yeah, that's well said. By the way, I see all of the emojis you guys are throwing in there. Chats, emojis, and likes are amazing for the stream, by the way. Thank you very much. All right, let's continue, though, because now we got to say very specifically what we're talking about. The controversy over the gun gift started when Newsom appeared on the Sean Ryan Show podcast. I just showed you this. And the host gifted the governor a SiG Sauer P365 X Macro. On the show, Newsom appeared to accept the firearm and even claimed he was not anti-gun, which, guys, again, with the cutting and bullets. Yeah, he's not anti-gun at all. But DeMaio's office has now learned that off-camera, Newsom rejected the gift because of compliance rules and left the firearm behind in Tennessee. Newsom's team has since admitted that the California anti-gun laws are so complicated that they have had to hire legal counsel to conduct a legal review. This is really hurting your case of you're not anti-2A and California's a total 2A state. You know that whole video segment that I did where I was like, hey guys, he just mentioned the 4 main gun control problems as like just a nonchalant kind of thing, like age purchases, some assault rifle bans, mag bans, and then age limits. Yeah. Universal background check, sorry, the other one, or universal background. Let's continue. DeMaio questions whether the governor will actually follow through with legally accepting it. Fat chance. DeMaio thinks that Governor Gavin Newsom should get the very best legal advice, which is why DeMaio has sent a letter for Bondi and Bonta urging them to help Gavin Newsom comply with the complicated anti-gun laws he has imposed in California. First, he'll need a background check, a firearm safety certificate, a DROS submission, a 10-day waiting period, a safe storage affidavit, and don't forget the special taxes, DeMaio quipped. And that's before figuring out how to actually get the gun into California without committing a felony under his own rules. I'm asking for the full weight of the DOJ to guide the governor through the painful bureaucratic maze he built, because let's be honest, he needs the help to navigate the mess he created. This is apex level trolling, and I'm here for it because after all, guys, you all know he is not anti-gun. He is so pro-gun that it's fantastic. It's fabulous. Look at him. That is not the face of an anti-gun tyrannical California governor. No, that is the face of someone who so loves his two-way stuff that he again bleeds bullets when you cut him. It's amazing. I tell you what. And if you guys are just now tuning in, you're just in time for the Easter egg. Make sure, of course, you follow over there on X at Braden LOA, and you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on, and if you're actively here right now in this live stream, if you hit that chat button and you drop a bunch of emojis, unicorns will actually dance upon you. It's a good thing. All right, let's get into this. Here's the Easter egg. I love every one of you. That's why I tease you. Okay. So, this is delicious. All right, so guys, listen. One of the things that I really like to do, and I love to be able to flex out of the two-way space and then back in, I love to touch on breaking news items that are so crucial and key of things that we just don't see, our blind spots, right? Well, it turns out that in New York, this liberal man says that MAGA is now supporting Zohan Mamdani. Now, if you're not familiar, before I play this clip, Zohan Mamdani is the socialist, far left mayoral candidate. Yeah, he's the guy that makes Andrew Cuomo look like Ronald Reagan. Yeah. All right, we're going to play this clip just for funsies, and I'm just going to stop it when I find it necessary. But guys, right off the bat, do you think all conservatives and, gun-toting Americans, you're just going to absolutely fall in love with this socialist from New York, huh? Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Get a load of this, babe. The Washington Post yesterday interviewed New York City residents who had voted for Donald Trump and are now supporting Zohan Mamdani for mayor of New York City. It makes sense. Trump has not delivered for them.
It makes sense. Those New Yorkers who voted for Donald Trump are clearly going the opposite direction for the far-left socialists. God, guys, thank you. Reason abounds. Oh, it's not crazy, but I do find it interesting that the cultural language there. Hey, babe. I don't know why. That's a thing, I guess. All right, super chat from Fred Samuel for $5. He is absolutely not anti-gun. However, he's anti-you having a gun. That is fair. I like it. I approve. Let's continue.
First of all, the immigration issue. Trump is deporting U.S. citizens who are not even criminals. In Trump world, there is no due process. It just doesn't exist.
All right, some of y'all out there already know what I want to hit on. So first of all, guys, he is deporting citizens. Citizens. Yeah, that's happening. But more importantly, if you live in MAGA world, you don't believe in due process. Who wants to tell him about red flag laws in New York? Who wants to do it? Nobody? Anybody? Okay, I'll do it. So red flag laws, if you're not familiar, that do exist in New York. Anybody can say anything about you, and all of a sudden your gun rights are gone because a judge and the complainant, or plaintiff in this case, get to say that you don't deserve your guns, and therefore it's your fault, and they're going to take your guns, and you get to prove your innocence after you're assumed guilty. But don't worry. Yeah, they believe in due process. Yep, let's keep going. Oh, the sarcasms are fun. Let me know if you guys are enjoying these.
He doesn't respect the Constitution. And as far as the president's going to end all wars, look at Gaza. Look at the genocide that's going on. Not as it horrific for the women and children there, but also it's making Jews less safe. Now, if you're MAGA and you live in New York City, it's not too late to repent.
Oh, God, if that is not an archetype that exists. It's not too late to repent, babe. Now, if you voted for Donald Trump, you can make yourself right and cleanse your soul, whitewash it amongst the river of forgiveness and redemption by voting for the Socialist, Mamdani. Guys, these people exist. Are you looking for redemption? I know you are. All right, let's keep going.
There's still a chance for you to change your mind and jump on board with Team Mamdani for a better New York City. Do it, babe.
I'm just going to leave his face right there. Do it, babe. Do it. Hey, mate, does that work? I'm just curious. Hey, guys, make sure you hit this like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. Okay, babe? And of course, babe, make sure you go into X and follow me at Braden LOA. Okay, babe? And while you're there, make sure you hit that second press right down there in the description, babe, because it's how we're going to destroy these types of people from orbit. Babe, does that work? I don't know if it works. I don't know. I thought that'd be kind of fun. But if you guys are just now tuning in, you missed a hell of a time walking through Gavin Newsom not accepting a gift, a very sarcastic delivery from a assemblyman in California, and then this guy at the very end. Thank each and every one of you for the amazing emojis that I see flying over there. Someone says, what a tool. Could not be more correct. I love each and every one of you just the right amount. Thank you. This is a shorter live. I'm trying to keep them short for you guys because you have requested that. I love the chats. I love the emojis. I love the likes, the shares, and everything that you offer. And I will see you guys tomorrow when we start this freedom train right again. See you later.